Firefighters have been working to put out wildfires engulfing Cape Town's iconic Table Mountain since Monday and Tuesday this week. The blaze destroyed at least 5 homes and thousands of acres of rare plants, according to officials.
Our resources in the province has pretty much been depleted, for a number of fires scattered all around. So we are investigating bringing in other crews. So the first two are to arrive soon.
Volunteers joined the efforts to contain the fires, which have been worsened by the heat and strong winds, according to the South African Press Association. Helicopters also scooped water from the Atlantic Ocean and dumped it on elevated areas around Table Mountain National Park, which fire trucks have not been able to reach, according to an emergency services spokeswoman. She added that no one has been killed and no serious injuries recorded. The Press Association reported that about 50 people were treated for smoke inhalation, and residents in nearby areas were asked to evacuate their homes. They added that the fire started on Sunday, the 1st of March, and was brought under control, but then a bigger fire started after 2 a.m. on Monday. If you're a fan of recreational betting or gambling, or you're a full-blown addict, you might want to skip Gambia as a holiday destination, as the government has now condemned the activity as detrimental and have effectively banned it in the country. The new law, which is not favorable to gaming shops, casinos and the industry at large, was enacted because Gambia's government deems gambling to be exploitative and so have outlawed it in the country to prevent youth from becoming a generation of addicts. The Gambia is not the first African country to complain about gambling. Uganda also did so recently, advising youth especially that gambling was not the route to escape poverty. Gambia's President Yahya Jammeh said in a statement that Gambian society has been built on the foundations of promoting positive social values like thrift and integrity rather than negative ones like greed and avarice. Therefore, it is the duty of the Gambia government to safeguard and promote the public welfare of our citizens. The Office of the Presidency also issued a statement saying, "One often sees pupils as young as 7 years of age lining at kiosks during school hours and spending their lunch money on purchasing sports betting tickets. Also, families often go hungry because household incomes are wagered in gambling dens, and as a result, the Gambia government will not allow such unethical and exploitative businesses to operate in the Gambia and will now effectively take all actions to prevent the young of the Gambia from becoming a generation of compulsive and addicted gamblers." As of now, all lotteries, casinos and other forms of betting have stopped operations. Mbali in Ghana will be the location for Africa's biggest solar project, according to Home Energy Africa Limited, the company in charge of the project. The energy project is valued at $200 million and is expected to produce 100 megawatts of solar energy on completion. The solar plant will be built on a 200-hectare piece of land donated by the community and is expected to be completed by 2016, also providing over 200 jobs for locals. Mr. Charles Sena Ayenu, the president and CEO of the company, has said that his team have discussed the feasibility studies, environmental impact studies, and geological studies, among other areas in the project. He also said power which will be generated from the project would be sold to the Electricity Company of Ghana to feed into the national grid. Ghana was easily chosen for the project because of her political and economic stability, according to Mr. Charles. In Nigeria, some prominent filmmakers and even some musicians, such as veteran filmmaker Chief Eddie Ugboma, Emeka Osai, Ralph Nwadike, Francis Onwoche, Obi Osotule and reggae music star Raskimono have converged and decided that they will move their art to Asaba, the Delta State capital in Nigeria. They have plans to move the movie and music industries from Lagos to the oil-rich state. Chief Eddie Ugboma is quoted as saying, "We want to consolidate on our relationship with the government first. It will serve as a necessary foundation for the fulfillment of our mutually shared dreams for the movie and music industries in Nigeria. Without pretense, we are planning to move Nollywood, for example, to Asaba. We're doing this because Asaba is basically the new home of the movie industry." The move might also be because the Delta State government has recently approved a multi-million naira film village to be sited in the state capital, and so these practitioners are poised to build on the goodwill that it enjoys from the government for the good of the entertainment industry. And also because for some time now, many producers and directors in Nollywood have been filming in Asaba. Chief Uboma also added that, apart from the fact that most of the best film producers in Nigeria are from this area, we are under pressure from some politicians and powerful businessmen from Delta State who are willing to invest in Nollywood to bring home their sons and daughters that are doing well in the film industry. It is one of the preconditions for the building of the much anticipated and self-sufficient film village in the state. And finally, the African Higher Education Summit kicks off on Tuesday, the 10th of March in Dakar, Senegal. ER reports will be at the event, so you can look forward to our report coming up later on in the month. Remember to follow at African HE Summit on Twitter for details and updates.
The summit seeks to ensure that we'll develop new method of teaching research to ensure that the sector is more relevant. And a crucial variable is that the summit want to also address is the issue of the high level of graduate or unemployability. There are a number of graduates that are not employable, and some of the factors of that is both external and internal. External factors relate to the African labor market, but there are internal factors that are peculiar to the African higher education sector that have contributed to that factor. So we will need to be able to come out from that summit addressing, seeking solutions so that we do not have graduates that are unemployable.
Today on Snapshot Africa, Veroni shares a picture of her meal, a popular Ghanaian delicacy of fufu and some light soup with some ginger for extra kick. We know you love this meal, Veroni. Thank you for the lovely picture.